Hello everybody, and welcome to Wounded Healer Tarot. My name is James, and I'll be doing a reading today. This is a collective reading, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for those who need it. All of my readings are timeless, so if you come across a video, then there's likely something in it for you. Alright, let's see. What does a collective need to know at this time? Hello. Alright, so we have the High Priestess and the Star. And then we have the Nine of Swords. I feel like your intuition here is leading you towards a time where you're filled with more hope than fear. I'm getting into a sort of follow your gut sort of situation here. Jeez. Alright, so we have the Five of Cups, the 10. Yeah, this is the Five of Cups, 10 of Cups, and 2 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're getting over disappointments from the past, and that is helping you to like attract your 10 of Cups, essentially, attract your ideal life. And with that, the 2 of Cups, your ideal partner. And at the bottom of I almost said at the bottom of the cup here, what are words? At the bottom of the deck here, we have the Tower. And then below that is the Lovers and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely a situation here where there was a sort of breakdown of the relationship. It's like you were shown how unstable the foundation of that connection was. Yeah, then we have the Chariot. I feel like, things are going to move quickly once you meet your person here. And there we go. Where did the card even go? Oh, here we go. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, there we go. The Ace of Wands. A passionate new beginning here. A passionate start with potential. And I mean, with that being after the Chariot, and then we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, your emotional maturity, emotional stability, emotional expansiveness, emotional depth, like, you're a very, very deep person. And that is attracting somebody who's very financially and materially stable here. They could be a boss, they could own their own business. They could just be higher up on maybe a corporate ladder, whatever they do. Right, the Ace of Swords has made itself known twice now, so I'm getting the vibe that, you know, there's something here that's going to be illuminated for you. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So, like, I feel like this individual here has really been putting in the work. Very determined. Yeah, because with the Five of Pentacles, it's like, you know, this person could have experienced, like, you know, poverty earlier in their life, and that's what's driven them to become like this King of Pentacles energy. That could be a part of why they have this, like, Eight of Pentacles ability within them. You know, they're just very hardworking. You know, they could be somebody who more recently maybe got a raise or got promoted, so, you know, that could be representing them coming out of a time of lack. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So, I mean, why am I doing this? My brain is so off today. I also thought it was Saturday. And, you know, this Ace of Cups, it's like, now that they don't have those worries, they're not in that state of lack, they're able to emotionally open up. They're able to emotionally take on, you know, like another person or another person's emotions. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor. I mean, this individual, they want to give it all to you. Like, they want to express themselves emotionally. They want to give you maybe some sort of an offer, some sort of a gift here. And then we have this Emperor energy. You know, they're feeling very in their power when it comes to this situation. They'll be very confident. Yeah, they could have even reached this, like, state within themselves of, like, overall confidence, not just when it comes to this situation. Yeah. The Hierophant at the bottom of the deck here. Ooh. Now, here we have the Magician, the Lovers, and the Devil. Now, I was definitely getting, like, obsession. Now with the Magician and the Lovers, I feel like, you know, this individual could have been manifesting you, or could possibly, you know, at the time you're watching this, be in the process of, like, trying to manifest you. But with the Devil, it's coming from a place of obsession. Like, they feel like they need you, they need to have you. The Knight of Wands. They definitely feel driven towards you passionately as well, especially with that Ace of Wands up there, and then the Knight of Wands. Six of Wands, but, you know, they see themselves here maybe not only having success with you, but this connection here, like being successful, bringing success to your lives. It could be a sort of like power couple dynamic where maybe like both of you have your own businesses, or maybe both of you do the same thing. Knight of Pentacles, yeah, it's been quite a journey. It's taken some time to get here, right? But good things take time. We have the Hermit. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe that you were both, like, spending time alone, taking time to yourself, with yourself, for yourself. Going within, learning about yourself, learning about how energy works and stuff like that. Maybe, getting deeper into your spirituality or spiritual practices if you have any. Then we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, because I feel like the reason that you felt the need to withdraw like that is because, you were starting to realize, like, you were surrounded by so much illusion. And it was really, like, starting to mess with your head and your perception of your life and everything overall. It's kind of like being surrounded by negative people, so then you yourself start becoming negative, and misery loves company. It also breeds more misery. And then here we have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, now that you're, like, no longer staying to yourself, now, there were some people here that, it's like having all that time to really evaluate all these situations, all these relationships and stuff like that. Like, you had to just be honest and straight up tell people, like, listen, I can't, like, exactly, Tower energy, the Hanged Man, the Fool. Like, you really had to take a chance and, express your changed perception on these situations, turning a lot of them into Tower moments where you just had to let things crumble and fall away. Let's see, is there anything else the collective needs to know at this time? This card popped out at least twice during the whole reading. The Ace of Swords. Illumination. Truth being brought to the surface. With the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, there may be some truths that you were waiting for, some things you knew that were going to come out. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so now you can properly build the life that you would like, because you've made space by getting rid of what's not for you. So now there's space for that which is for you. Let's see, is that it? Is there anything else the collective needs to know at this time? Strength. Yeah, it's going to take strength to really make it through this, and it's taken strength to get this far. So, kudos to you, my friend. Alright, these are the messages that I have for you at this time, and I do hope they serve you well. Be gentle with yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.